started. Got my eyes on the target. No, till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. They say I'm dangerous, 'cause I broke all their cages. No, I will sit and take it. No.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Today is March 12th, 2024. It is 12:20 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. It's good to see you all. There is breaking news that just happened moments ago. Stephan Stern, Madeline Soto's mother's boyfriend, has been charged with 60 new charges. I have a live that we're going to be talking about this evening about Stephan. I found some things on him that is quite disturbing. Oh my God, is it disturbing actually? WFTV, haven't heard. I'll look them up as well. WFTV. Okay. Let's see what they say. Yep, 60 new charges. All right, so let's get into this. My camera is off right now. I do apologize. I look really terrible right now, so he shouldn't be breathing our oxygen. I agree. Yeah. Well, you know what? One day maybe he won't be. So here is the breaking news. Came out just a little bit. Oh, and of course, there's the damn ads. 1 second. Faces new charges, 60 new charges. Why is it doing this to me? Oh, sorry, because I'm not even showing you the right one. I was looking at WFTV. Hold on. This is not the one I wanted. Let me show you here. This is insanity. Stephan Stearns faces 60 new charges in Madeline Soto disappearance unalive case, police say. All right. The state attorney's office on Tuesday filed 60 new criminal charges against Stephan Stearns, the prime suspect in the disappearance of Madeline Soto, a 13-year-old girl whose body was found in, how do you pronounce it? Oscala? How do we pronounce this? I have to pronounce it. Osceola. Okay. After she was thought to be missing a week, Stern has not been charged for the Soto's death as of Tuesday. Stern, who is the boyfriend of Madeline Soto's mother, Jennifer Soto, has been charged with 8 counts of S battery. Of a child under 12, 5 counts of S battery, with a child ages 12 to 18. Okay, that says something right there. 7 counts of lewd and lascivious mo molestation. You get me? And 40 counts of unlawful possession of materials depicting. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. Performance by a child, 10 or more images. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god. What is wrong with these people? And guys, I'm going to do a live this evening on Stephan, and it just um I'll just tell you this. He had a quote type. He had a type, and I've got the receipts to show it. FYI. And I'm going to be showing that this evening. We appreciate the efforts of our partners in the state attorney's office in assisting with seeking justice for Madeline, said Kissimmee Chief of Police Betty Holland. Quote, with this being a complex case with many facets, our work is not done, and we are continuing our investigation into the timeline leading up to Madeline's death, end quote. He remains in custody uh, in the county jail after he was arrested February 28th on unrelated charges after he voluntarily turned his phone over to law enforcement. You mean the one you accidentally factory reset during the search of his girlfriend's daughter, including battery and possession of child abuse material. The night of the arrest, the Orange County Sheriff's Office named him the prime suspect in Madeline Soto's disappearance. The state attorney's office has been working closely with KPD and received evidence that gave us cause to file formal charges against Stearns. State Attorney Andrew Bain said, quote, we appreciate the thoroughness and detailed attention of the investigation and will continue to work with our law enforcement partners to build a strong case against the defendant. All right, let's go over these charges real quick. Well, not real quick, but let's go over these charges, okay? I believe he was part of a ring. Wow. Well, let's just say this. Um, all right. So he's got battery of a child under 12. 8 counts. Okay? That means that they have sufficient evidence, in my opinion, that they can prove he did this when she was under 12. Yes, at least 8 times. Yes. Okay? And then they have 5 counts of battery with a child aged 12 to 18. Okay. So we've got They can prove that at least 5 times minimum, right? 7 counts of lewd. I don't know, what was it? Let me find it. I can't see it here. Lascivious. Lascivious. Okay, what's the term for what's the definition of this? A person, manner, or gesture feeling or revealing an overt or often offensive sexual desire. Example, he gave her a les am I even saying it right? Lascivious wink. And then the real kicker here. Well, not the real kicker. And 40 counts of unlawful possession of material depicting performance by a child. Guys, why do these people fucking ugh. How in the world do people I just don't even know. I don't even know. One second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I had to really take that. Moms, absolutely. You think so? You think she's complicit in this? Um, I just don't know how 40 counts of unlawful possession. I mean, you know, oh, hey, FC, how are you doing, brother? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. 40 counts of depicting performance by a child, 10 or more images. Was he uploading this? Was he selling this? Was he sharing this? Kelly says, didn't he work the second shift? She may have not known. I mean, it's yes, Kelly, it is absolutely possible. I hope and pray to God in heaven that a mother was clueless, right? I mean, you know, it's better to know that she was clueless than to think that she knew this was going on and not doing anything about it. But I mean, there had to be something, don't you think, that just made her stop and be like, that's a little weird, or he's looking at her funny, or Maddie seems a little uncomfortable right now, or when I looked on the phone at Maddie's phone, Stephen said this, and I just didn't really, care that he said that. So I'm gonna, ask Stephen, why did you ask Maddie that on the text message, right? Something. Something. Mom took Maddie over to his mommy's house when they broke up. Uh, yeah. She lied and said she saw Maddie getting dressed that morning. Straight up lied. She knew. Oh, we want to think she is clueless, but it's greatly possible she is involved, in my opinion. Maybe. She had to know, but chose to turn her head. Every time they break up, he'd only come back around. So the thing that gets me is if they actually broke up and he wanted to come back and live in the guest bedroom, then why, and it was just because of Maddie. So we're talking about a 6'2" man who has a gigapet on his belt loop and works at Disney. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I would never, ever date a 6'2" man with a gigapet attached to their damn belt. I'm wondering why he isn't charged with her unalivings. It's coming. I think there's going to be more charges to come down soon. Very soon, actually. She said she can't say she was scared of him once was arrested. She should have ran like the roadrunner to tell police everything. Well, I really want to know how she feels now. Like, how does she feel about Steven now? But what did they break? And that's a great question, a Libra's moon. Why did they break up? What caused them to break up? What was the fracture in their breakup? Right? Was it infidelity? Was it they just fought all the time for whatever, people fight for different things. Um, did she find something? Did she know something? Was there infidelity? Only a million disturbing signs and signals she knew. I heard that Stephan, which Maddie's stepdad, had been abusing her way before she was 11. Louise, I believe that it was happening way before 11. And I think there's some things out there that's out there that suggests that this could have been going on much more longer than it actually was. But it's been going on, yes, a minimum of 2 years. But Maddie, okay, Maddie just turned 13, right? So charged with 8 counts, this is today, of battery of a child under 12. So that would be, they can prove that. And 5 counts of battery with a child 12 to 18. And then 7 counts of lewd and I never can say this right. Lascivious. I can't say it right. Right there. And 40 counts of unlawful possession of materials depicting S performance by a child, 10 or more images. That one is just creeps me the fuck out. It's my understanding that the mother was dating him for 7 years on and off. Yes. Yep. You would be right. Yep. So every brother and keep telling things. You're fine, Candy Kisses. Thank you for being here. He was hurting that poor baby for so long, and I'm sure he was her at times for video pics. Wondered that myself. Totally wondered that, and I think that's a valid point. Um, he lived he wanted, in my opinion, to be he never wanted to grow up, Stephan. He never wanted to grow up. He would have fits about his I call them gigapets. Those little things that we played with in the 90s, if you're, you know, around my age. And it was like these little things, these little electronic pets they were all the rage. Yes. Is it Tamagotchi or Tamagotchi? Or neither? Am I saying it wrong? You remember the Gigapets? I call them Gigapets. Yeah. Yes, those. The Nano Pets. Yes, Nano Pets. That's Nano Pets. There we go. He was obsessed, and I've got so much that I want to be showing this evening on some very disturbing text and comments that he has talked about that I don't think anybody else has shown. I know they haven't shown some of them that I'm aware of. Peter Pan syndrome. Yeah, it's like he never wanted to grow up. Didn't they meet at Disney? The place all Yeah, you really rethink it, don't you, when you go there from now on. Get away, Goofy. Stay away from my what it's like when you go to I mean, you gotta fight with Goofy anymore in Disneyland. Stay away from your kids. You know what I mean? It's that bad, it feels like, allegedly, in my opinion. Um, I still don't understand why the mom was tearless. Yeah, good question. Good question. That's a great question. I'm still confused about the whole morning she was gone. Did she say did she stay at her grandma's? Stefan went to pick her up? Mm, don't know about that. Yeah, well, I mean, this guy spent hundreds of dollars on those stupid things. I've even forgot. Um, Nano pets. Tama, whoever. Tama, you better not be spending $300 on that damn gigapet that we bought in 1995 for $4.99 at the Walmarts. For real, come on now. Mm-mm. I tell you what, thing will be upside your head if you spend another $300 on that. So, but that's just me. Yeah, we got in trouble for playing them at school as kids. Well, the lying mom did say the police. She saw Maddie dressed for school at 8 a.m. So that kind of, yeah, yeah, that's the problem. I mean, was she stressed? Was she getting the time wrong? Is that possible? Perhaps. But I just don't see how you could be blind to it. I really don't see how you can be blind to it. Yes, Jules, they would be so mad. But there's even text of him, with those stupid gigapet thingies. He would feel so upset if they died, the gigapets, but yet he unalives a child. I wouldn't be surprised if there are years of victims. I would imagine he was a dangerous child to children. Yeah. I wish Justin would read my comments, or I wish I could call in. I'm reading your comments. All things. What's wrong? What did I miss? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? When the parents aren't crying, eyes swollen, massive, massive red flags. What does not make sense is that the mother meet working at Disney, and if you started dating him, then he had to be working there longer than a year. I hope this has not happened to any other children. Um, yes, I have a theory on everything, and it's not a far-fetched theory. Well, say it, girlfriend. Say it. We got you. Hey, David. Yeah, those are the files. Yeah, that's just for now that they have that they're charging. I do suspect absolutely that there's going to be more charges coming soon. Very, very soon. I'm sure she was secretly taking pictures of other kids. That's what I wonder, like, is this like a dark web kind of thing where he is uploading these pictures, selling these pictures? I mean, Stephan liked to memorialize everything. He liked to memorialize everything. Even um his friend who knew him said he would, like, his dad, and I think even his mother would, discussing parents selling their kids for. Oh wow, Grumpy, I didn't. Thank you for telling us that. But yeah, if her mother knew the shame of her. Yeah, I agree. So, Stefan's friend was saying that if I look at the chat one more time, I get so fucking sidetracked. I'm sorry, guys. I've got 27 things running through my head right now. Pardon my French. I usually don't cuss. But Stefan's friend was saying that he memorialized like pictures and he was obsessed with SEXPORN, that kind of things. And he would make like folders and binders of stuff. He was obsessed. Stacy, thank you so much for becoming a member, my love. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. And did he like why would why would he do first of all, why would he do this to Madeline? But second of all, like what in God's name is he thinking taking videos of this or photos? Is it to memorialize that too? You know? I don't understand these people. Totally deranged. The grandmother was just as sus as Jennifer. Absolutely, Bonnie. So there's a case that's in the news right now. A mother unalived her child just to prove to her boyfriend that she loved him more. She killed her own child, unalived him, just to show her new boyfriend that she loved him more, to prove it. Thank you, all things. In my opinion, mom seen photos on his phone caused breakup, kept taking him back, and then a huge fight broke out the night over it, and mom knows everything. Very possible. It's absolutely very possible. That's why he attempted to factory reset his phone, thinking law enforcement can. I mean, Izzy, that's stupid. That may delay them 10 seconds, right? It may delay them 10 seconds from, keeping your ass out of jail, but that's not going to stop them, boo boo. That's not going to stop them. Now trying to sound judgy, but I'm sus of any grown man obsessed with Disney or anything. Just uh had a sketch professor obsessed with Disney, and last I heard was retired down there. Yes, AFC. Factory Reese. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it might delay them 5 seconds, but that's all it's going to do. You're actually going to get more. You're actually going to get in trouble more by trying to delete it, and then they got to recover it, trying to hide it. Kelly says, Justin, were there new charges off the second phone we heard about? Maybe obtained through a search warrant. Perhaps it could have been from, it doesn't say which phone at all. Stearns will be arraigned on charges on April 2nd, according to state attorney's office. S battery on a child under 12 is a capital felony and is punishable by life in prison or death if convicted. His other charges carry sentences for up to life in prison or 5 years in prison for each count. He makes me sick looking at him. The charges come after 2 weeks after Madeline Soto was found on the afternoon of March 1 off Old Hickory Tree Road in rural, I never can say the county right, officials. She was found in the area where Stearns was last seen possibly changing a flat tire on Monday afternoon, wearing clothes similar to what Madeline Soto was last seen in. At 8:19, we have evidence that shows Stephan Stearns returning to the complex, and Madeline was visible in that vehicle. That's very important. The sheriff said at his press conference last week, we believe that she was already dead at that time. That, I mean, they had enough evidence right there to say at 8:25 that Madeline was gone. There used to be a program called KILL Disc. You could use, what's that, bad girl? But he started once. I would I wonder what time this happened. What time did this happen? You know, because it's interesting. Jen says in that interview, right? She says she didn't get on her phone. She went straight to bed. She went straight to bed. She didn't get on her phone or anything. Is that normal for a 13-year-old to not get on their phone before they go to bed? Check their phone at least? I don't think that's very normal. So, did something happen, like, right after that party? Did something kick off? And, oh, she forgot her phone that morning, which is totally like her, according to Jen, the mother. No charges for unaliving yet, Julie. It's coming, though. Just have to be patient. Because the police know where he went and what he did. So where's the first-degree murder? It's coming, Carla. It is. It is. I know we want those charges, but this is an extremely high-profile case, and they're going to take their time getting it right the first and hopefully only time they ever have to do something like this. Um, oh my God, I had my wrong microphone on. No, I didn't. Hold on. I think I had my right microphone on. All right. Dino says, I know this sounds awful, but for some reason in my heart of hearts, in my gut, something is telling me this baby girl. I hope not. Oh God, I hope not. I pray not. I pray not. Maddie was so beautiful in her blue dress at the party. Yeah. Was there jealousy of some sort? All right, let's see what this says. Give me 1 second.
Well, right now, a mother in Orange County is begging for help locating her missing daughter. Maddie Soto was last seen on Monday, one day after she and her family celebrated her 13th birthday. Maddie, please call the Orange County Sheriff.
Monday morning, we took her to school. We dropped her
We took her. That's what
off
everyone got
close
said.
to school, across the street from a church, which is it's right next to the school.
It's you can't see it. See, the problem that I get right here is I feel like she's trying to justify the things. It's right beside, you can, it's, you can't, no. There's an overpass.
She crossed the street and walked to school, what we thought walked to school. My boyfriend who drove her to school drove away at that point.
I mean, aren't you going to make sure your kid walks in that door before you leave? I don't give a damn how old they are. I mean, I do. I make sure my children walk through that door. Walk through that door, and that door shuts behind them, right? Every freaking morning. So, I'm going to drop her off down the street. She's 13 years old, just turned 13, and according to her mother, she's got ADHD, she's got this, she's got that, which I'm not sure I believe the mother.
It was seen on video footage that she hung out in the parking lot of the church for a few minutes and then got up and walked towards the school. But she never made it.
Look at this freaking creep in the back. This right here will go down in history. This interview. Same, see something, say something. Same. Exactly. She had the nerve to sit there without an ounce of suspicion against her partner. Come on now. Look at her eyes. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If that isn't the, if this is my ex and we broke up for some reason or whatever, and I have, listen, you ain't her father, I'm gonna question your ass, and I'm probably gonna question your ass even if she is a father. She was consoling him. WTF? Shouldn't it be the other way around? You would think. You would think, for sure.
That walk and that was around 9 a.m. when she got up. She never made it to school after that. It's right next to the school. I don't know why she didn't make it. I don't know if something happened on her walk along the way or if she got taken, but she never made it.
And that was the last anyone's seen of her or heard from her?
Yes. I went to pick her up after school, and she wasn't there. So I started driving around, maybe thinking she took a walk. Maybe she decided to walk to my mom's office, which is pretty close to the school as well. Drove around and I didn't see anything. I drove back to the school. The school was closed. I emailed one of her teachers. They confirmed that she was absent all day.
You emailed one of the teachers. Isn't there more of a rush? You don't know when somebody's going to look at an email, right? I'm going to email one of the teachers. She might get back to me within, 48 hours. My kid's missing. I would be calling superintendents. I would be calling 911 stat. Stat.
At that point is when I called 911 because I realized something was truly wrong.
Have you heard from like any of her friends? Has she been active on any social media?
She hasn't been active on social media, none of her chats, none of her games. We did contact all her friends. None of them had seen her Monday or heard from her. Yeah, there's no update.
And I have to ask this, and I know I hate doing it, but is she the type that would run away? Has this happened in the past or anything? Has she ever?
I mean, she had her birthday party hours prior to her disappearing. My children's school calls, emails us if our kids are late for class. If 15 minutes goes by, they get marked as absent and we get notified. That is the way it should be. These schools that aren't telling until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that needs to change. I wish we knew what she was wearing when she left the party because she was wearing a blue dress. And what time? Yep. I'd be hysterical crying. I couldn't talk to the news. When my kids would hide in the clothes in Macy's, my heart would drop. I'd be freaking out, screaming for them. It's scary. Yes. Yes, Orlando. The school didn't call until like 6 p.m. So weird. Our calls within an hour or two. Yeah. Usually most schools call by 10 a.m.
Threatened to run away?
Never. She's never ever mentioned anything like this before, and she's not the type to want to do this. She did accidentally leave her phone on Monday, which is kind of normal for her. She's got ADHD and very forgetful. So she left her phone at home, so there's no way to trace her. They tried tracing her school laptop, but that's off, so it's not pinging to anything.
So she didn't use it before bed. She didn't use her phone before bed. Oh, okay. Second question. Where did you find her phone, Mom? Where did you find her phone? How did you know she forgot it? You had to find it somewhere. Or Stephan handed it to you and said, "Oh, Maddie forgot her phone," right? So where was that phone? Because I know most of us, our phone is usually within our reach at any time. At any time. Like we carry our phones around everywhere with us. I know, Dino. Look at him hovering. Makes me sick. I also believe the reason Mom said Maddie said MS said when she turned 13 she was going to live in the woods is because Mom was trying to tell where MS is without saying it because she was afraid of Stephan. Interesting. Thank you, True Crime Knitter. She went to school to pick her up. Why didn't she go into the school to see why she wasn't there? Because she knew that's why. That's interesting. Wow. Yes. Great point. Great point. Oh my God. Great point. How do these people choose a man over their child, especially a mother. You carried this child in you for 9 months. You raised this child, right? All the things. And your mind just leaves when this idiot is around? I don't know, Justin asked my mom, LL, she chose a man over us. I could never. I'm sorry, bad girl. What hours is school in session there? Because the times she gives for dropping off and picking up are way off late for Ohio and even Kentucky. So this Maddie school starts a little late, doesn't it? It's like 9. Isn't it like 9 o'clock or something? Which I thought was kind of late. Preschool Granny says, I'm still stuck on the birthday party. Why have a party and the mom don't go weird? Yes, Preschool Granny. I made this point as well. So this is your daughter, right? And you generally go to a 13 birthday parties. It's a special party. You're a teenager. You're starting teenager, and then Sweet 16 is next, right? That's the next big one. And then 18 is the next big one. So why didn't you do her birthday party a day you could get off work or request it off? Yeah, her birthday wasn't even that day. Yes. My kid's elementary is 9 to 4 school, and high school is 7:30 to 2:30. I'm in Ohio. Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, Marlena. I know that moms that as soon as they weren't with the bio dad, they wanted to get rid of the kids too. Oh, Jam, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She knew that would be her last birthday party and did want to be there. Oh, wow. Crap.
Jen, what is your fear? I know you mentioned she's on games and stuff. Do you think she could have like met somebody and tried to meet up with them?
From she's open to us. She's open with us about, if she's got a crush with anyone, and she told us she had a crush on someone at school. And I looked at their messages, nothing was weird. I looked at all of her messages, all of her deleted messages.
There you go. So you looked at her messages, you looked at her deleted messages. So you're going to try to convince us that you never saw her messages in the last ever how long she's had a phone. You never snooped through Stephan's messages rather, whenever he was asleep. Yeah, you did. You can't see deleted messages, right? Um, that's a good question. I guess it depends on I mean, like you can see like deleted emails. She never saw all those pictures on his phone. Can you can't imagine if they didn't erase their trash can. They store until you delete them. I believe there was jealousy because I lived it. Starflower says, well, if she, I mean, so, you know, she's saying that Maddie was interested in a boy. at school, but nothing was weird as far as messages go. But could Stephan, I always call him Stephen, been jealous that she had a boy that she was interested in? Could mom been jealous that Stephan was giving Maddie more attention than her?
Nothing seemed weird. It didn't seem like she was talking to anyone. So I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like she may have been taken, because this is not like her at all to just disappear and not tell us, not let us know where she's going or who she's with. Yeah.
What are you getting from law enforcement? Are they actively searching for her? I mean, what happens now? I mean, especially that she doesn't have her phone with her.
So as far as I know, they're conducting a search around the school. Behind the school, there's a Shingle Creek. There's a wooded path area that you could walk. It's a hiking path. They are going back there with their canine dogs. They've taken a piece of her clothing to see if they can trace her scent. They're also taking their own vehicles. I'm not sure what type of vehicles, but they're going into the woods to search for her.
Right here.
But I don't feel like that's gonna find anything right now.
Why does she feel that way? I thought that was an odd comment, but I don't feel like that's going to find anything right now. Why? Why do you feel that way? I want to know why. What is going through her mind at this point? Why she feels like that's not going to find anything. Amber says, I honestly think it has to do with her age. Unfortunately, she wasn't what he wanted anymore and probably afraid she would tell. I really think, in my opinion, that it is because of the age that she was turning. She was becoming a teenager. She was becoming probably more confident as especially girls, teenage girls, develop and becoming their own, they're growing into their own human self, right? At this age. And I wonder if she was becoming more confident and he was afraid she was going to say something, to do something. Was she, did she say, for instance, Stephan, you do this to me one more time and I'm going to tell someone. You better not. I'm done. Leave me alone. I don't know. Her not releasing a statement against him yet is really dumb. I agree. And that if she had come out against this immediately, then cops probably wouldn't be investigating her so hard. She made it worse, in my opinion. I think she should have came out with a full-throated, damning Stephen, right? I had no idea that this, gigapet bastard could do something like this. But here we are. Praystone. For those of y'all that are just coming in, there is new charges, 60 in total. And Steven Stearns, who is the boyfriend of Madeline Soto, obviously, Jennifer Soto, has been charged with 8 counts of S battery of a child under 12, 5 counts of S battery with the child 12 to 18, 7 counts of lewd and I never can say it. Lascivious. I think I said it right. Lascivious. Molestation. And 40 counts of unlawful possession of materials depicting performance by a child. 10 or more images. That is, he,
Had people all day.
I mean, this man was making Madeline do things. No, Chai. No, honey. Not her. Not her yet. You guys think there's going to be charges for her? I don't know.
On that trail, sending us photos to see if anything there looks familiar and like her personal belongings, and nothing is hers. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure where to go from here. I'm just contacting the news to get the word out, to get some help, because I'm desperate. I'm a wreck right now.
So you think that she's been taken against her will?
I do think so, yes.
As a mom, what's your mother's intuition telling you right now?
I'm trying to hope for the best, but I'm scared for her. I want her to be okay, and I want her to be safe. I don't want her to come back harmed. I just want her back. Whatever that means. I just want her back.
Whatever that means. I mean, at this point, I just want her back, whatever that means. She had not been missing 24 hours at this point. Was this the first interview? Or was it the other one, the first interview? I can't remember. If this was the first interview, she hadn't even been missing 24 hours at this point. Me too, Karen. Hope Maddie's friends are getting counseling at school. Yes. Ugh.
Are you getting any updates from law enforcement? I mean, yes, they're searching that small area, but have they gotten
Yeah,
any
that's what I
hits
was
on any
saying.
scent or anything like?
This was the first interview, and Maddie had not even been missing 24 hours. Amber says, yeah, I'm confused by the statement because what did she mean by that? Yeah. Whatever that means. I want her back. I want her back safe, is what most parents would say, especially in the first 24 hours. Listen, drop her off anywhere. Just don't harm her. Don't harm my daughter. But she said, I just want her back, whatever that means. You're already going there? Stacy, thank you so much for gifting one membership. If you was one of the members that received a membership, please thank our sweet, sweet Stacy.
Like that?
They haven't let me know anything. They haven't updated me since I spoke to them this morning. I've contacted them to get some information or to give them some leads, but I've heard nothing back.
And Jen, there's no way that she just being, a teenager was like, maybe had a fight with you or an argument with you and was like, you know what, I'm going to go hang out at so-and-so's house and teach her a lesson. Could that be a scenario?
I don't believe so. We actually haven't gotten into a fight in like a few weeks or arguments or anything like that. If anything, on Sunday, she celebrated her 13th birthday with my entire family and she had the best day. She was so happy. She showed us all her gifts. Um, she's just a happy girl and she showed it on Sunday night when she went to bed. She was so happy. So, she had the best day. I
So
just
She had the best day. She certainly didn't have the best night. She certainly didn't have the best night, did she? I don't even know. Something happened after that party. Something happened. And Marlena, yeah, how do you know you weren't there? Exactly. She sure is quiet now. You've had nothing to do with it. What I would be, would I still be? Hold on. She sure is quiet now. If I had nothing to do with it, I would still be speaking out after finding about my child's death. I want answers. Absolutely. Yeah, it should make her quit talking at all. I know, Tammy. It's creepy. She turned a teenager and got too old for him. So he got rid of her. She could not tell anyone what was going on. So this evening, when I do my thorough live, I'm going to show you some things Stephen was in, and it's disturbing. It's very, very disturbing. The things that he was into. I just thought of something. I hope none of Maddie's friends ever stayed the night with Maddie's house. Oh my God, Candy Kisses. I never thought of that. Well, look at that dad that was just, what is it? His daughter's friends were sleeping over and he drugged them. Remember that? They got sick. My live is probably going to be about 6 o'clock Eastern this evening. I haven't scheduled it yet. That's actually what I was working on. But this broke, so I had to come live for a little bit and break this. He put something in her smoothies and forced them to drink. Yeah, there's a couple different stories right now. One was with smoothies, and the other one, he made him drink something. I forget what it is. Speak to Stern's friend, Frank. He said that Stern had Lunesta to sleep. I believe that Stern, Drugg, Maddie, and she died. Hey, Vic. Hey, FGTV. Oh, no problem. Love one another. No problem. All right, guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back later this evening. We'll be doing a thorough live on this. Don't miss it, because I will tell you, and it shows that Stephen had a type. And once you see it, you're going to be like, WTF, F, 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 F. Seriously, 6 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you're subbed up to Clutch Them Pearls as well. Clutch Them Pearls if you're not on that channel. Make sure you subscribe to Clutch Them Pearls. It's got a rabbit and a purple background. Linda says a type. How about someone his age? He should have stuck to that. I agree, but he had a type, and it was more of a physical type that he wanted. Oh, no. Ugh. All right, guys. Love you all. I got to work on this content. I appreciate you all. We'll see you guys real soon. God bless.